Cathy Needham, A Time of Miracles. A Time of Miracles, Cathy Needham.
We live in a time of miracles. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I want to share with you an amazing miracle that has occurred in my life because of a cousin and a stillborn cousin. My cousin Doug reached out to me last summer and said, I have a stillborn sister. I'd like to find her. I had no idea. I was like, okay. And he said, I only know two things. One, I think her name is Lynn. And two, I think she's buried in Temple Hill Cemetery at Raymond. Can you go look? So out to the cemetery I went. I love a good adventure. And out at the cemetery, at the front of the cemetery is a gazebo. Miraculously, they have an alphabetical list of everyone interred in the cemetery. And I was able to look for this family surname, and there was only one I couldn't identify, and that was Baby Grief. I was like, I bet that's her, but nothing else. No headstone, no marker, nothing. So I called the town. Miraculously, they have the records from that time. They were able to tell me that this Baby Grief was born April 12th, 1954. And that was all. No parents, no other information. Okay, I'm headed to the museum. That is another amazing and miraculous place in our communities. Museums hold fascinating things. Unfortunately, the day I went there looking for our little community keeps scrapbooks and newspaper archives, they had just transferred them to the library, and they said it'll be quite some time before you could actually access them. It's like, oh. And then they shared another little miracle with me. They said you could go to Peel's Prairie Provinces, which is an online archive prepared by the U of A that gives you from the early exploration in our region to 2013. Any name that you put in there will bring you any newspaper article or advertising that names that name in the province. I got over 33 pages of information, little articles, advertisements, newspaper about my family name. And in there, which it was an interesting read, I'll say that, in there was a little article that said hospital news. And I found out that my aunt, the mother of the stillborn child, was in the hospital in March of 1954. Baby Grief died April 12th, 1954. Curious. I called my cousin, said, here's what I could find. I wasn't sure where to go from there, and he had told me that you couldn't look provincially until 75 years after they had died. I'm not a great sport about being told I can do something, so I went and looked at the provincial archives and found out that really he could, because he's her brother. It's just random people can't get your death stuff till after 75 years. So I called him and said, you can do it. Send your money. So he did. Unfortunately, they did not find any record. They took his money, but it did say that until, if they didn't find something, that they wouldn't let me know. Boo. So he said, well, I think that's it. We give up. And we'll just assume maybe that Baby Grief is my sister. Again, I don't like no. So I kept thinking, what else could I do? There has to be some other way, something. I kept thinking the library, and I thought, oh, it'll be so depressing when I go there and I can't find her. I don't want to not find her. So a couple of weeks ago, I was driving uptown to the pharmacy, and my truck pulled into the library. It was quite odd to me. Generally, I have good control of my vehicle. And so I sat there for quite a while looking at my watch and arguing with myself about why I would go into the library, because then I would just know for sure she wasn't there. Into the library I went. I thought, just get it over with. yourself at the fork and be done with it. So into the library I went. The head librarian was there and she said, you bet, let's go look at the scrapbooks. They were not yet organized, but she at least knew where they were in a pile. So we went there. No 1954 scrapbook. I was most disappointed. I thought, well, see, there you go. Then she said, we could look at the birth and death records. She said, I looked when you called before, and I couldn't find her, but let's try again. So down to the vault we went, and we got out the death records, went to 1954, sure enough, she wasn't there. I thought, okay, there's the other final nail in the coffin, so to speak. And then she said, well, let's look at the birth records just one more time. I looked at them as well. She may or may not be there. I don't think she's there. So we got out this giant sheet of papers out of an envelope that's less envelope than more envelope, frankly. It's old. And I started going through these papers, looking for something that said 1954. As I'm shuffling through, I'm thinking, Heavenly Father, this little person is here. Please help me to find her. I just need to find her. Get it out of my head. And about halfway through, there was a page that had a 1954 on it. So I stopped, said my prayer again, and started looking down the page. And there she was. Lynn Green, April 12th, 1954. My uncle is her father. And in remarks, it said, stillborn. I burst into tears. I don't think the library is paid to actually deal with a woman in tears in the vault, but she did, like a trooper. And that was my miracle. And what I learned from this is that every day we have miracles. We have the town, we have the museum, we have the library, we have provincial. We have miracles every day. And every day, you and I, by the information we share, either become a miracle or receive a miracle from one another. So my friends, we live in a time of miracles. My question to you is, what is your miracle today?